Hey everybody, I'm back. Yes, that's my official greeting now. But today I want to talk about signs that shows that you aren't ready for a serious relationship or commitment, and signs that you may notice in the person that you're interested in that they're not ready for a serious relationship and commitment. And when I say a serious relationship and commitment, this means that you are dating for a purpose now. You're not just dating people just to hang out with or to have for the moment or just enjoy somebody's company. You are actually spending your time with people because you realize that you're looking for somebody to be with. You're looking for a spouse and you're trying to figure out who is the right person for you to have by your side. And you are dating to marry somebody. And that is what I mean when I say a serious relationship or commitment is you are past you are in the dating phase, or you are past that, and you are like, okay, this is the person that I'm going to be with, that I want to spend my life with, and everything else. And these are some things that need to be done before you make that, to really know if that's what you should do, or if this is the person that you should do it with, and things that should be accomplished or should be in the making. And the first thing is you have to be comfortable with yourself, and you have to know who you are. That means you have to be comfortable with your past, with your mistakes, what you've been through, the person that you are today, your flaws, your weaknesses, your strengths, everything about you. You have to be comfortable with who you are, and you have to know who you are. And this is important because your partner is going to have to check you sometimes. And there is nothing that no one can say about me or tell me about myself that I don't already know. And it's going to be times where you're going to have somebody tell you that you are wrong, or maybe you could have handled the situation differently, or maybe they can see things in you that you haven't yet saw in yourself. And you have to be comfortable with that. You can't get defensive. You can't think somebody is trying to make you feel a certain type of way, or they're trying to bring you down or anything like that. You have to be comfortable with you to know that when this person is coming in to help you or to build with you, that they are just saying or doing some things just because they want to help you, or because they want to continue to grow with you, and they want you to continue to grow as a person. So if you aren't comfortable with yourself, you're going to think that somebody is judging you. You're going to think that people are always ganging up on you, or you're not a good enough person, or something wrong with you all the time. And you have to know that that is not the case, and that's not what they're doing. The second one is communication. You have to learn how to express how you feel. You have to learn how to talk about things that bother you, talk about what's going on with you. You just have to learn how to talk about everything, because when you're trying to be with somebody, it's just not about you. The things that happen in your life or that have an impact on you, they're ultimately going to have an impact on the person that you are with. And you just have to know how to relay what's going on with you and how you feel to the person that you are with. And you have to also learn how to receive somebody. You have to learn how to listen. You have to learn how to try to understand where they are coming from. And all of that has to deal with positive communication. And you can't always yell. You can't always push things away, or not, or hear half of something. You have to seriously learn how to sit and talk and express and receive. The third one is you have to be past the past. That's basically, you have to be over things that your ex did, over things that the mistakes that you've made, that your parents did, that your sisters did, that anybody in your life has done to hurt you. You have to literally be over that. You have to have accepted those things, because if somebody shows a sign of something that somebody else did to you, you're going to automatically assume that they're trying to hurt you as well. And you are going to build up your wall to them, and that's not going to allow the relationship to flourish in any type of way. So you have to let go of the past. The fourth one is forgiveness. The person that you with is not always going to make you happy. They are going to irritate you. They are going to make you mad. They are going to do things that get underneath your skin, but you have to learn how to let those things go, and not hang on to them. If they said something yesterday that made you feel bad, okay, talk about it and let it go. Don't sit there and keep hanging on to it, because all it's going to do is just build up if you don't seriously forgive and let it go. Number 5, you have to have your own life. And having your own life means you have to have your own friends, you have to have your own hobbies, you have to have your own sense of who you are by yourself, because you're going to always want to be with that person. You're going to always want to do everything with them. And space is needed in a healthy relationship. You can't always do things with your partner. When they want to go off and do their own thing, you can't be upset because they are doing their own thing. So you have to know how to have your own life and not just a life with them. Number 6, you have to be selfless, consistent, and patient. You have to be selfless because when you are in this type of relationship, everything is not about you. It's not going to always go your way. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to be uncomfortable for the person that you with sometimes. The consistent, you have to continue to do the things that you always done. Just like somebody told me, if you aren't going to continue to do it, don't start. If it's not something that you can consistently do, or whatever the case may be, don't do it. So you have to learn how to be consistent with your actions and everything that is about you. And you have to learn how to be patient, because sometimes we want to get ahead of ourselves. Sometimes we can see other couples doing stuff, or what we really want to achieve, and it makes us want to do things just as quickly. But when you rush into things, you ruin things, because you're not taking the full amount of time to produce what needs to be produced. So you have to be patient. Number 7, you have to have spiritual guidance. That if you want to claim any religion, okay. If you don't claim a religion but you believe in God, okay. If you meditate, if you do whatever you do, you have to have some type of outlet beyond this world to help guide you through your relationship. Because talking to everybody, going out and trying to find an outlet in different things in the world, can invite a lot of unwanted and unnecessary things in your relationship. So you have to learn how to have an outlet that's not just worldly things, but something that is spiritual. Number 8, you cannot be insecure. That means you can't be jealous. You cannot have low self-esteem. You cannot always be checking for this person, wanting to know what they're doing, wanting to know where they're at. You can't want this person to always build you up to make you feel comfortable in the relationship. You have to know what you have. You have to know where y'all stand. You have to just be secure about everything, because if you're not, every little thing is going to bother you. You're going to think about things that don't need to be thought about, and it's just going to create more tension and issues that aren't necessary in a relationship. Number 9, you have to know where you're headed in life. You have to know what you need your partner for, what you want from your partner, where you are going, and everything else. Because sometimes people get in relationships and they don't even know where they see themselves in 5 years. How do you know if this is the person that you need by your side when you don't know what you're trying to achieve? And it's like, sometimes the fact that people don't know where they are going, they don't know that the person that they need is really right there in front of them. And that can make a relationship bad, because your partner may have a quality that you don't like, but since you don't know where you're trying to be in life, you don't realize that quality is actually beneficial to you and the relationship, and vice versa. So it's good to know where you're headed, so you can know if that person truly fits in your life the way that you need them to. And number 10, you have to have your own foundation. Now, everybody's not going to have a house and car, job, and career and all of these things, but you have to have your own type of foundation. You have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to be responsible. You have to be independent. You have to just literally have your own foundation, because if you don't have, you may not have as much as your partner have, but at least you have something. And you have to have some type of stability in your life. You just can't be going on day to day with no foundation. So you have to literally have your own, and not just have everything that your partner has. So those are some key things to think about, and to really focus on. Am I really ready for a relationship? Is this person that I'm interested in really ready for a serious relationship? And some of these things may not be there, but that's when you continue to date each other. You continue to get to know each other. You continue to grow and stuff. And then when you have most of these things, or they're formed close enough to have them, then that's when you can say, okay, I'm ready to be with you. We can be together, and we can build this into a marriage. So thank you. Bye.